So, JD, if you don't mind giving us a peek behind the Lucasfilm magic a little bit, I'm sure folks out in the world would be very curious to hear a Lucas story if you would permit us to hear one.
One fun little lunch. Uh, I don't know if anyone's ever familiar with the South Park episode of George Lucas and the Crystal Skull and Steven Spielberg and all that. But I remember one day we were sitting there having lunch, and we were talking about George is a family man first and foremost, and he loves his children. I mean, it was really kind of nice to actually meet somebody who is very family centric. There was a point where we were having lunch and we were talking about television, and something came up about how things get aired at times of the day that just aren't shouldn't be the best of time, and South Park was one of them. And the fact that South Park airs 9 o'clock on the East Coast, but that makes it 6 o'clock on the West Coast. And this one episode came on, and his kids wanted to watch it. My first reaction was I wasn't aware of this episode. I don't watch South Park, honestly. And I had to stop him right there and just go, "Can you tell me about this episode?" Everybody around the table was just like, "Are you serious?" You know? And true enough, he pretty much told me what the episode was about, and afterwards I was pretty embarrassed for asking. Um, but in hindsight, though, it was a great lesson done, teaching in how somebody of that level of exposure, how you have to raise children, how to take care of your kids, and it was a lesson to me as well as how to protect your kids and how to expose them to the right materials and how to talk to them about it and be open and have an open dialogue. And I think that's very important as a parent as well. And that was something that I think a lot of people would be like, "Oh, you're taking away great filmmaking experience, great lessons on being a filmmaker and whatnot." And yeah, to a certain respect, I took on a lot of great stories about how they shot Return of the Jedi and how they did special things, shooting things on Empire Strikes Back, and even Raiders of the Lost Ark. I'm a big indie fan. I took a lot away from his experiences and what he chose to share with us. But on the other hand, I also took away a lot of personal experiences and a lot of simple, humble things like parenting and child raising, and it was unique. It really was unique. So it was fun, and I look fondly back upon it. I think it was great.
That's a sticky situation. You're gutsy for asking that question.
I know I probably being it was a South Park material, I probably should have asked and just kind of like played along like I knew and go back to my room and downloaded the episode and watched it in a horror. But
Very nice. Nicely done.
I'm a
Uh,
little naive. I was like, "Oh, what's that about?"